about that. The Vintage Radio Shack is calling out. We test your CB gear without a doubt. Tune in each week, don't make us shout. We'll fix your signal strong throughout. Breaker, breaker, 19. Can you hear this line? Give me your 1020 sign. Let's make this connection fine. Channel 40, where we meet. Static clear and sound so sweet. Vintage waves can't be beat. Radio love feels complete. Adjust your dial, don't make us wait. Through crackling noise we communicate. Whiskey, Tango, Foxtrot, straight. Copy that, we're doing great. Breaker, breaker, 19. Can you hear this line? Give me your 1020 sign. Let's make this connection fine. Channel 40, where we meet. Static clear and sound so sweet. Vintage waves can't be beat. Radio love feels complete. Breaker 19 for copy. Breaker 19 for copy. Yeah, breaker, you got a copy. Let's 1027 to channel 40 on channel. What's your 1020? Yeah, just watching the Vintage Radio Shack. Channel 40, where we meet. Static clear and sound so sweet. Vintage waves can't be beat. Radio love feels complete.
Hello guys, I pressed the wrong button. There we go. Good evening and welcome. And what have we got tonight? We are going to show you this. Right. Let's turn the test set on. Right, I've just actually sold this. Yeah, this is just gone. Yeah. Now bear with me a minute, guys. There we go. Oh, hang on, we've got a loose connection. Where's the loose connection? Bear with me. Bear with me a minute, guys. Yeah, we've got a loose connection on our power cord. Let's just get me things that I need. Shove that up there for a minute. There we go. There we go. Alright. Yeah, we've blown our fuse. Yeah. Well, it's a good job I check things and double check. Yeah, the issue we had was yeah. Right. Oh, hang on. It would help plug the bloody lead in, wouldn't it? Yeah, I've just sold this radio on eBay to a very nice guy called Rob, and I'm hoping out, and it's going to go out to him on Tuesday. There we go. Right now, so why we not got any? Why we not got any? Any? Yeah, that's not good. There we are. We just had a loose connection, we're on. Right. We've got a loose connection on the power cord. Loose connection somewhere because it's not. There you are. It's my dodgy wires. Yes. Me dodgy wires, guys. It's my dodgy wires. I'm going to talk about them in a minute. Because there you go. That was my dodgy wires, guys. Now as you all know, I am very, very honest with you all. Turn it down. I'm very, very honest with you all, and I won't tell you anything that is not true. Now, what we had here, put that under it to prop it up. Right. Let's put it into transmit. There you go. There we go. Right. Now, what I actually did, guys, I've got to put 4 screws back in the top because, as you know, I was working on this the other day and I haven't put the screws back in. I forgot about them. Hello, Andy. Happy Sunday. Hello, Clarence. There was no karaoke today, guys, because I got caught up. So we never got to the karaoke. I do apologise. We'll do it next week. What happened here, guys? I'll just show you. Hello, Karen. Honest to a fault. Hi, Andy. I like to do my best. You know, you've got to be honest. And what I've done here, I've just sold this radio. It's a realistic. I'll tell you what it is, and the guy's probably watching because I did send him details of the channel. I've got to give it a polish up before it leaves as well. I've not polished it yet. Got to polish it up and everything. I've actually set this to be dispatched on Tuesday. The postman's coming to collect it Tuesday, so I've got between now and Tuesday. I've got tomorrow to polish it, so that's what we're going to do tomorrow. Get it looking nice for the guy that bought it. Now, what I did, guys, I replaced. What are we on here? We want to be on 28. Can I just let me set up the test set, guys? Just give me a few minutes while I'll just set up the test set. Because we had this test set I thought you might be. Rob, hope you're okay, my friend. We'll get to all this in a minute. Don't worry, your radio's safe, it works. I've not blown it up. Anyway, we're going to go through it now and show you. Right, so let me just set the test set up. Because we're on channel 20 on the little realistic. And we want to change that to, we want to change the frequency on the test set to 27.2. Some of these digits on this are a bit fucking. Let's move that along. Some of the buttons on this need a clean. 2 0 5 27205, and we should be receiving now. No, we're not, because we've just changed it on transmit and not receive. What a bonehead. Right, 27 point 2 0 5. Come on. These buttons are a bit icky. 205. Enter. And we should be, yeah. We've a plus, yeah, a plus. Yeah, we've got a +9. We've got 9, an S9. Sorry, we've got an S9 signal on the realistic. We'll turn the volume up. There we go. We are receiving. Now let's change the cameras. Let's turn that down because it gets to you. It gets to you after a few minutes. So we'll go to the cameras. Right, this is the one on the. I've had a bit of a shift around, so as you can see, it is receiving. You know, this is like trying to scratch your belly and rub your head at the same time. I need to press. That's wrong. I'll tell you, let's look at the power output. Right, let's look at the power output. So what we'll do, we'll go to zoom. Right, there's your power output there. Now we want to change it to. There you go. To numbers that people can see. Now what we want to look at, guys, we should be we're on channel 20 and we should be doing 4 watts. And let's turn the volume down. And look at that 4 point. It will move because I'm talking into it. Roger. Because it's AM and we're causing an AM swing. So we will get a movement while we're talking. So let's go to channel 40. It's just fluctuating between 3 and 4. That's good enough. And there we go, 4.1 on channel 1. So that's good enough. That range is nice. It's as good as you're probably ever going to get it. We don't want to be doing it overpower, because all this tweaking them up and messing with them, it fucks them up. They don't like it. They're not made to do that. And there we go. That's the. And just to show you, let's go to our. Oh, hang on. Go to our light. There we go. This is the same radio that was listed on eBay that Rob's bought. And I'll just lift it up a bit. There you go, so you can see. And I'm going to give it a polish up for you before I send it out, Rob. To be honest, I didn't expect it to sell as quick as it did. Now, if we go to the other camera down here, no. Back up here. No. That's it. Right, so we've got the picture-in-picture on now. I get confused, guys. It's this time of the night, and in fact, I'm an old man. I hope you and Jeff are good, Karen. Now, what I'll do, I'll be honest with you guys, what I've done, I've left the top unscrewed on this, and I'm glad I did. I've not put the screws back in. I'm going to polish it all up before I do. And what I've done, I put some new capacitors in this, as you know, guys, because it had smoke pouring out of it after it had been on for a couple of seconds. The other night, as you know, there's a video of it smoking. Are you related to America's greatest president, Richard M. Nixon? Rob, I don't think you are you, Rob? You're not related to Tricky Dicky, are you? That's what they nicknamed him, didn't they? Nicknamed him Tricky Dicky, didn't they? President Nixon, his nickname was Tricky Dicky. So what I've done, guys, what I've done, yeah, it's a nice radio, Rob, it really is. It's a lovely old radio. It's, you know, and like I say, we had smoke pouring out of it, so we put new capacitors in, and he was, yes, he was that's what they say, wasn't it? So if we now go to receive, we're on channel 20, as you can see, we're on receive. Now, if I put my glasses back on, because I can't see fuck all without them, we want cyanide. Cyanide. We don't want this special shit, we want to change that. RF. Right. Oh, hang on, we're not plugged in. Give me a minute, guys. We need to plug the test set into the extension speaker. We haven't done that. That's extension speaker. Right, so now we turn the volume up on the test set. There we go, now we're getting a reading on the test set. And turn the volume up on here a little bit. There we go. We're actually getting 10.7 dB at 74 dB. Now let's come down here. Wrong one, that's it. Put that back onto 0. There we go, move that along. Now we're coming down, and this is don't overload it. That's minus 103. And it, minus, yeah, we're screwed in. There you go. Minus 112. Yeah. dB. And yeah, we can still hear it. Minus 115, 116. Yeah, about 115, I'd say. It's probably where you're going to actually hear anybody, you know. Yeah, I convinced it to give up the smoking habit. So that's it, you see. And let's go back to transmit. Right. And this guy, Rob, he also purchased. So what we'll do, we'll turn the. Do we? No. Right. So he also purchased a realistic mic off me as well, which wasn't listed on eBay. That's the original mic. As you can see, that's the original mic. This will work on your realistic handhelds as well. This mic, and the other one will as well, and that's the one that comes with the radio, and this is the one. This is the one that you purchased separately for the 20 quid. That's the one that you purchased separately. That's not a scratch, that's just a bit of shit I just wiped off. See, it does have a volume control and it takes a battery, but you can also use this as a standard mic or a power mic. If the battery runs out, you take the battery out, you've still got your mic. Lovely thing. So if I now, the only thing I don't like about 5-pin DIN sockets is 5-pin DIN sockets. So we'll put that in there, and this mic is wired to this radio. Was it the famous smelly smoke you've told us about, Andy? Yes. Yeah, the radio started to smoke the other night because what happened was one of the capacitors in the audio stage near the audio output IC burnt out, it went short circuit, and a resistor started to smoke. Anyway, it's all been done now, and if I push this mic, we're on transmit. Hello. There you are. You see, if we put it on power, I could muck about put it on AM, but it's a lot of messing about. So we're just gonna press zoom, and we're gonna put it, and you'll see the meter swing. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hello. There you go. 1, 2, 1, 2. And just to hear it, we'll turn this up. We'll probably hear it. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Let's turn this other radio on. One channel 20. That was on channel 9 because 1, 2, 1, 2. So why we? Oh, hang on, we're on it. We're on UK 40. So where's the? So we want channel 20, 27, 27 205. Yeah. 27205, want AM. Why are we getting no? Yeah, why are we getting no transmit on? Pressing the wrong mic, I think. There you go. Right, so, oops, my shit was falling everywhere. 1, 2, 1, 2. There we go. I'm just trying to work this out. I've got all sorts of shit on my desk. Right, so this is the mic. That's going separate with this, but it's going in the same box. Right. Let's turn this up. Let's turn the power up a bit. Where's the power? Oh no. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's it. We want AM, which is right. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. 1. Oh, fucking hell. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. There you go. That is all sorted. What else have we got to do? This one. Where's my glasses? There they are. Yeah. Yeah, that's all working. Let's just unplug the test speaker. Oh. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Hello, there we go. Yep, that all works. That all works. Well, we know it works because we've actually had it. Right. Now we've unplugged the test speaker. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Let's plug the other mic in. There you go. Yeah, but these, remember, we're also in FM as well, so on the test set. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Yeah, sounds the same. They're good enough to go. So what we'll do, we'll pop some new screws in the side of this. I've got some in, there should be some on here, but they've been scattered about. But no worries, we'll pop some new screws in this, and we'll polish it up, give it a good sprucing up, and we'll get it out. And that's what we do, you see. Did that fuse actually blow? No, it didn't. No, it didn't blow, it was my dodgy wire. Anyway, guys, getting on to my dodgy wire, let's move this stuff away so we don't catch anything. There we go. What was I wanting to do? Oh yeah, that's it. Right, what I'm thinking of doing, guys, let's turn the test set off because we're finished with that now. Right. Let's take the picture-in-picture off. There. Oh. There you go. Right. Yeah, this will go out to you Tuesday. I didn't book it for tomorrow because I know I've got to polish it up and I've got to pack it and everything. So, you know, that's one radio, 2 microphones. And if I can ever get this lead out of here, this is one of them that lock. And like I say, Rob, both these mics will be compatible with with your realistic handhelds that you've got. So we'll pop them mics there for now, because we know that they're going. We know that they're going with this. Now, what I've got, guys, what I've got here, I've got a speaker. I've actually got a speaker switch. Now, I don't really need a speaker switch. I need a speaker switch like I need an extra hole in my arse. You know, I don't need this for speakers. So what I'm thinking of doing is guys, is using this. We can put power into here. And I've had a look inside this. There's nothing in it apart from a couple of wires, them sockets, and them 2 switches. So what I'm thinking of doing, guys, is using this. I'm going to make a lead up to go from this to the power supply, and then I can plug my other leads into this, and I can swap them and change them as I need to, and have it on the bench, and it'd be a lot easier, a lot safer, and well, a lot better. So that's what we're planning on. So we've got leads set up for everything. That's the plan. So that's what we're going to do with that. Yeah, but I never got to the karaoke today. I'll be honest with you guys, I was watching snooker. I went in to do the karaoke. I did get everything sorted out, and then I thought, I want to watch the snooker. So I'll come back in here and put the snooker on. Let's come back to you guys. There we go, that's what I look like. I need a shave. Yeah, old Andy needs a shave. I've got another surprise for you guys as well. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but I bought something. And it's a rig. It's a radio. But I'm not going to tell you what it is. Hello, Malcolm. I was waiting. Sorry, mate. I got caught up. I was watching the snooker. I wanted to watch the snooker, you know, because I like the snooker. It's the final next week. Next Sunday and next Monday is the final. I know you're waiting for karaoke. I know, sorry about that, mate. I really am. Please accept my apologies, but I decided to sit in here and watch the snooker. Well, in the front room. I decided to sit on my chair in there and I just watched the snooker. Oh no, actually, I watched it in here. I sat in here and watched it. Because I was going to do the Voco Pro Gigman as well. I got the Voco. What did you buy? You'll have to wait and see, Clarence. You'll have to wait and see. If I told you that, then it wouldn't be a surprise, would it? You'll have to wait and see. But all I'm going to say is there was a container full of radios found that came from... it was found in Switzerland, and it was basically... I think it was either going to Romania or it was going to Romania... It was going to Japan via Romania, because what it was Cybernet customer returns. I watched the story of Alex Higgins. I'll tell you a story about Alex Higgins in a minute, but I'll just tell you this first. Anyway, there was a container load of Cybernet radios found in Sweden. Now this container, it was about 40 foot fucking long or something fucking daft. Proper shipping container full of the damn things. Full of them. Anyway, and my friend Graham Microchips has actually featured a couple of these radios on his channel. He's actually... You know what it is. I know what it is though. But don't be telling everybody. Anyway, and basically there was a container load of Cybernet radios. Getting one myself. Yeah. Anyway, don't you dare let the cat out of the bag, Rob. Don't you dare. Anyway, what it was a container load of radios, and my friend Graham from Microchips, you all know Graham. He's a subscriber to the channel. I've spoke to him on the radio in front of you guys. We've had him, he's been here. I've done a couple of wheels and deals with him. I've sold him a couple of radios and, sold him a mic and a few other bits. Yeah, he's a nice guy, Graham. Well, he featured them on his... He featured them on his channel. Now these radios have just started to come up for sale through his Facebook group. It's not Graham who's selling them, it's somebody else who's selling them. But you could, you had a choice of what you got. You could either get a working one you could get a non-working one for £135. I didn't want a non-working one. So I paid £165. I bought a working one. and they're in the box. They've got mics with them. Everything's with them, I believe. Most of them have got everything with them. I hope I get one that's got everything with it. That'd be nice. And did you find them through Microchips' channel, Rob? Sorry, through his Facebook group. Because that's the only place I've seen them available. Because that's how I come across them. And I know that they're kosher because he wouldn't allow them on his channel if they weren't kosher. So we know it's kosher. The radios do exist. And I've ordered one. It's being dispatched tomorrow. So I should have that in the next few days. Yeah. Well, I know Microchips very well. He's a good friend of mine, Graham. He's a nice guy. Really, really top fella. Top banana. Top guy. And as I say, he's been here. He's had a few things off me. You know, he's very, very good with the radios. Far better than me. I mean, I'm just learning. Compared to Graham, I'm just learning. You know, I've still got L plates on. But that being said, I am an accomplished electronics engineer, so I do know my way around things. That's right. Yeah, Graham didn't, but the guy who's got them did. Yeah, the guy who found the container, he was selling them off to other people, and the guy is called Kevin, who's got them. It's called Kevin, and he's got them, and he shows you photographs and a couple of videos of them. He's got them, and he's got a few others, hasn't he? He's got he's got 2 different makes. But yeah, he had a few of them. He had a few of them, didn't he? Knocking about. So basically, they're going to be worth a look at. And we'll do a video. We'll take it apart. You know, we'll unbox it. We'll box it here, and we'll unbox it here in the shack. We'll do a video. We'll remove the cases, and take a look at something that would have been brand new around about 1980. Because they weren't made much past. I don't think them things were made much past the early 80s, because here in the UK CB radio became legal, and you know, it took a few months, but it took about a year or so, but everybody gravitated to CB 2781 sets, and legalising CB basically killed it. You know, legalising it killed it. They should have left it illegal. It was much more fun. Yeah, but the guy who's got them has got a few of them, and he's got more than one. But yeah, you can either have one that works or one that doesn't. I've gone for one that works. Not because I can't fix it or get it fixed. It's just that I want one that works. Because, well, I want one that works. You know, because what the issue is, you know, some of them have got VCO faults, and some of them might have PLL faults. You know, and I would imagine trying to find a PLL for one of them might be a bit of an issue. But the VCOs, they're not a problem, because Graham at Microchips makes them. He makes replacements for them, so that wouldn't be a problem to replace that VCO block. I've actually got some of them VCO blocks in one of my little sets of drawers in the workshop. I don't know whether they work anymore, but I think they did when I got them. I don't think I ever seen one of those rigs back in the day. They are a nice looking radio though. Yeah, I seen them. I seen them. They're basically the same radio was available. Believe it or not, the same radio was available as a UK, an Home Office approved UK 1 to 40, a CB 28781 set, badged as, I think it was a Barracuda. It was either a Barracuda or a Sapphire X4000, and they were all made by Cybernet. Good radios, but the sideband version wasn't available here. You could get them. I mean, you could go to a CB shop and buy one from under the counter, you know, and but yeah, I remember seeing them. I remember seeing all that sort of stuff. I mean things like that, Colt 444s and TriStar 777s and all that lot. They were everywhere when I went back in the 80s, the late 70s, early 80s. They were everywhere. You know, them TriStars and Superstar 2000. I had a Superstar 2000, you know. The Superstar 2000 is actually a Cybernet radio. It actually looks, to all intents and purposes, it looks like a York 86 Ray. The front's exactly the same, and the knobs, I think the knobs are exactly the same. It's the same as a York 86 Ray, except it's a sidebander. Because I had one years ago. Now, I didn't do rigs years ago because I didn't have our test set there. I didn't have a test set, and if I did do any rigs, they were usually had no sound, no transmit, or they were completely dead. So if they were in that sort of state, but I never did retunes. I wouldn't do retunes because I didn't have the stuff to do retunes. I mean, with the test set, if I tune something and I tune it wrong, I can put it back. You know, I can put it back to where it was. But if you're just turning things and you've not got a tester, you've not got any test instruments to look at what you're doing. You know, if you haven't got the instruments to put the stuff back, then you're sort of stuffed. So I never used to do tune-ups. I just used to, you know, I just used to do repairs like no sound, no audio, mic wirings. You know, I used to make mics. So I used to get old mics, you know, mics that had broken cases, and then I just used to make mics up and stuff like that. I managed to get a Lafayette 2000 FM not so long ago. It looks like a Harrier CBX, but a few extra channels. Yeah, they were, because what they did, guys and girls, when CB became legal in the UK, Cybernet started to recycle all their old fronts. So, you know, they did a big Midland, they did a big Midland. I don't mean the home base Midland. Well, yeah, they did the home base Midland, which the original version of that radio was a sidebander. They brought the same radio out, only with a four, what is it? I've forgotten the fucking model number of the board now, with the fucking Cybernet board in it, 134 board. They brought the same radio, the same case out, but it only had the UK 1 to 40 on it. They did a sideband version of the old Tel 240, which was badged as a Midland. The Colt Black Shadow became in the UK, that became the Binatone or Binatone, however you choose to say it. That became the Black Shadow became the Binatone Black Shadow. It became the Binatone 5-star. You know, your small roll tells like your 230 and your 220, they would have been available as AM sets that Cybernet made back in the day. I don't know what models they would have been, but you can bet your bottom dollar they would have been. The York 863, that became the Superstar 2000 became a York 863, and so on and so forth. The Lafayette's, yeah, they were never actually sold in England. They were imported, but they were never officially legally sold here, Lafayette's. And the strangest one of all, hang on a minute, my mates and me had NATO 2000s with Rotel fronts and hung knobs. Yeah, a lot of people did that, and I didn't see the point. Because the man from the DTI, all he had to do was flick the switches. You were fucked. You know, I got a Superstar 2000 with a Rotel front on it from, I did a deal with a guy when I first moved up here. And I did a deal with him. I think I swapped him. It was a good deal from my behalf, actually. I got the better end of the nicer end of the deal. He sent, the NATO 2000, that had a UK stamp on it anyway. I don't know how they got them in, but I don't know how they managed to get them type approved, but they did. They came in as CB2781 radios, and I think there's 2 resistor packs in them that you had to move to. Do you see any valve-based radios here in the UK? Yes. I've got one right behind me. It's not a CB. It's an HF radio. It's a Yaesu FT101E. I've done videos on it. There should be some videos on the channel knocking about somewhere. If not, we'll do a refresher on that one night. Maybe you would like an old valve CB, Andy. CB radio, Andy. I would, but I've never seen one. Can you get them? I've never seen one. What else was it? Yeah, anyway, what I was saying was I got this Superstar 2000 from a lad up the road. And I gave him a Ham International Major 588 for it. And anyway, we swapped radios, and this thing had a Rotel 240 front on it. I mean, it was nice. Johnson Messenger. No, I've never seen one. I don't think many of them found their way over here, did they? You know, but I knew this guy called Dave in Clayton, a rig doctor. And I took this rig to Dave because it was a bit icky on sideband. The lad told me that. It was a bit icky on sideband. So I took it to him and Dave sorted it out for me. And while I was having a cup of coffee and a chat with him, and he said to me, he says basically, he says, I like the front on this. He says, it's lovely and clean, isn't it? I says, it is. He says, do you fancy swapping? I says, why, what have you got? He said, I've got the proper front, the Superstar 2000 front. He said, that should really be on there with the correct knobs. Because in all fairness, the Rotel 240 front had been swapped, but at least they'd put proper Rotel 240 knobs on it as well. The only thing really that gave it away was the red display, the red channel display. Rotels came with a green one. And, I never saw the point of changing the fronts. People did it to hide them. It didn't hide anything because all the man from the DTI had to do was flick the switches, and he knew. These people from the DTI, they weren't stupid. They were told what to check, what to listen for, what to look for, what to flick. And a lot of those radios, they went from a lot of them were in blocks of 50. Some were, I think the Superstar 2000 was in blocks of 50, and I think it was, I can't remember now, but the one I had, I think it went from channel 1 to channel bloody 80 or something fucking daft. I think it went from 1 to 80 or something. I can't remember them now. But yeah, because I remember the breaking channel at the time, 14. I think that was 74 or so, 74 or something fucking daft. But I had the Colt 444s as well. There was a lot of Colt 444s, and the weird thing was they brought out the Convoy, and the Convoy was exactly the same thing as the Colt 444. It looked exactly the same, except it was UK only. It was made for the UK market. That was another radio that Cybernet recycled the front from. But yeah, a lot of the old Cybernets, yeah, they came back as legal radios. The High Gains, the High Gain 5 had blocks of feet. Yes, they do. Yeah, them High Gains, they basically look like the Oscar. The Oscar, I can't remember the fucking name of it, the Oscar Summer. They were a bit like a York, they were a bit like the smaller York, with a load more knobs on. I've got a York 861 in the cupboard with mid-band on it. I've got the homemade home bass, which I've got to do some work on that, because the receive audio's gone very low, and I think it's probably got a dried up capacitor in it, so we'll be pulling that back out at some point. And I want to do a modification on that. I want to change the power supply, because my friend Microchips Graham, he designs power supplies. You just keep your original transformer and he supplies you with a new board and you just fit it. Well, I want to fit one of them boards because I think it'd be more reliable than what's in there, because what's in there is something. It's a 5 amp supply that I recycled from a 5 amp supply. I just took it out of the case it was in and built it into that. But I'd like to do a nicer, neater job and make it look like it was always made like that. But that's what I want to do. But yeah, I did have some screws for this, and I think I know where I put them actually. Oh shit. Yeah, here we go. We've got a box. We've got a little tub of shit here, guys. A little tub of shit here. There's my lead I use for doing stuff that doesn't have the normal sockets. Where's my glasses? We only need 4 screws, 1 for each corner. Yeah. PTT buttons for mics. I don't throw fuck all away, guys, because the minute you do, you know, you think, oh, hang on a minute, I need one of them. You think, oh, I need one of them. Well, want to try and put the right size screws in. You don't want to be putting, I know I've got some because I had them earlier and I threw them into here. You don't want to be putting the wrong size screws in, because if you do, if you put the wrong size in, they might hit a component. We've got all sorts of screws here. That one's no good, but we'll get it out, because you know what they say, you know, any old port in a storm. It's supposed to be silver, these, but we've got 4 nice black ones. We can put them in. There's 4, there's 3. We'll find another one of them. We've got it all. Yeah, we have. We've got 4 of those nice black ones. We'll put them in because they are the right length, and we don't want to put screws in. I can't believe I forgot to trim the legs off that capacitor. It was right near the front here, because when I turned it on, it come up on an 80 channel. It come up channel 80. I thought, what the fuck's that doing that for? Hang on, there we go. And when I lifted the lid off, went back to channel 20. Thought, yeah, okay. I thought it's got a brand new power lead with this radio as well, Rob. It's a brand new power lead. Where's my screwdriver? There it is. We've got a piece of there's a transistor that I bought for a job. I bought 2 of them. There's a piece of circuit board there, which got a microchip on. It's an SN7, it's a Texas Instruments chip. That it's an SN7 6013ND. That is for an amplifier. Well, I don't know whether that chip actually works, but that's from Burn It Out Matthew. And there's an amplifier knocking around in the workshop, which lives inside a record player, and one channel's dead on it, but I've never been able to check it. Well, I've not had the time to sit and check it. But yeah, what we'll do, we'll put these screws in here, and then this is all screwed up, and then it's ready for a polish up. Then we'll get the microfiber cloths out tomorrow, and we'll give it a good clean. And yeah, I've got a Harrier CB on eBay for sale. There you go. I've got a Harrier CB for sale on eBay. Standard Harrier. Look at this, guys. Let me go back to the camera. Right, let me show you something. This is interesting, this. Oh, hang on, I need to press the button on the mouse to do this. I watched him fit one in a jumbo. He did, didn't he? That's where I seen him, and I thought, oh, I've got to have one in power supplies. So I contacted him. Interestingly, guys, right, look at the size of the speaker you got in these. You got a big, massive speaker. Your speaker's actually that big, you know. Look at the size of the speaker you got back then compared to what you get now. You know, you get fuck all now, do you? You know, but that's it needs a polish up. We'll do all that before it gets sent out. There's a sticker on there. I don't know what that sticker was for. Well, whatever it was for, I've just peeled it off. Been on there some years, that sticker, because the radio's nice and clean under it. I mean, basically, Rob, what I do, I don't sort of. I get what I do when I'm going to get rid of them. I get them working, but I don't really tighten them up until they're ready to go. You know, I don't really mess about polishing them and getting them looking good until they're ready to leave. I can't remember where I got this from. I got it from somewhere. Can't remember now. But them mics, them realistic mics, they came in a job lot of stuff I bought. We'll just get that off there. The rest will come off there when we get the cloth. And what we do, we get the cloth. Yeah, there we go. Make sure that we don't end up pulling all the shit off onto the floor. There we go. I had a squirty bottle with stuff in it earlier. Where's that gone? Where's my squirty bottle of detergent gone? It was in here, but it seems to have disappeared. Oh, there it is. Yeah, we got some, what do you call it here, guys? Yeah, he's very, very clever, is our Graham. Very clever man. That's locked. That should be open. There you go. We don't want to get any inside the radio, so we'll pull my chair up a bit. What we'll do, we won't overdo it, we'll leave it at that. And what we'll do, we'll fold the cloth up. Really what you want for this is foam cleaner, but I haven't got any, so yeah, there we go. Now that looks nice and shiny now, but that looks nice now. I don't know whether it'll stay like that. Might go matty looking again in a bit. Right, so let's move this speaker box a minute. Give it a wipe there. The chrome on this is actually not bad. The plastic chrome plate pieces. It's actually not bad, funny enough. That's actually quite good. Yeah, that's buffing up quite nice, that actually, guys. These were made by Uniden. I know that because they've got Uniden knobs on them and a Uniden signal meter. I mean, can I get in there to get that shit? Yeah, just about. There we go. I'll show you the other one in a minute, Rob. Live. There we go. That's not too bad. That. I mean, it's what you got to do when you're talking about these. You got to take into account. I'm going to spray this onto the cloth because I don't want it going into the speaker. This is glass and window and glass cleaner. Right. So what's the difference between window glass and glass? There you go. Give it a good polish. And get this bubble wrap tomorrow and get it sent out. That's had something stuck on the side of that. But the problem is the polish won't pull it off. The detergent I'm using won't pull it off. But that being said, I think that's a lot nicer than what it was. So, turn the cloth the other way. Look at that. That might even stay looking like that. Give this side a bit of a dry. This side a dry. You can see my handprints all over it. Oops. There you go. And there we go, you see. See, if you want anything else off me, Rob, you don't have to fuck about now. Going through eBay, you can just send me a message. And like I did with microchips, you know, he sent me a message and asked me if it was for sale. Certain item was for sale, and I said, yeah. You know. It smells nice. No, I think that's my fart you can smell. But yeah, I think we're good there, aren't we, guys? I mean, yeah, there's a couple of marks on it. Of course, there is a 40-odd-year-old radio. In fact, it's got the date on it. Because all these tend to be dated. Well, this one hasn't. But a lot of them did. A lot of them had the Radio Shack, a division of the Tandy Corporation. Yeah. "40-channel Citizens Band transceiver." Yeah. Yeah. Tells you all that there's a sticker there. That would have been probably a warranty void sticker at some point. But that's not bad, that. I mean, of course it's got scars on it. It's a 40-odd-year-old radio. Here's the other one. Here's the other one. Let me just this one's got the lead built in, but I've got to sort the power lead out on it, put a fuse holder and stuff on it yet. I've not done all that yet, but put that one back under there. That's the one that's going to you. And here's the other one. This is the other one that's up there for sale. This is the Realistic TRC 422A. Priority circuit. Yeah, probably that switch there. Channel 9, 19 and normal, I presume. Yeah. But that's the little Realistic that's up there. And even the speaker in this one, look. They fucking put big speakers in them back then. They've got to do the power lead on this one. Probably do that tomorrow. This one had the date. One of them did. No. But we know for a fact. Fort Worth, Texas. Fort Worth, Texas. It's a long way from home, innit, guys? Yeah, but that's the other one I've got, which is on eBay at this moment. I mean, they're nice little radios. I mean, yeah. I think this has got the same circuit board as that one. You know, this is just that this is a bit more basic. But yeah, let's come back to you guys, or back to me rather. You can see my smiling face. Yeah, so what time are we on? 11:22. Ooh, we'll be going shortly. Yeah, when I was, just go back a minute. When I was saying to you earlier, Rob, about that other microphone, the one with the broken PTT, that's this one here. That's this one here. This is the one I'm gonna put. I'm probably gonna put this one with this radio, because it's a Realistic mic, and you can press it. You know, there's enough of it there. You know, it will press. It will work. It's just the top's broke off. But it does work. There's plenty. I've actually tested this mic. It does work. So, you know, and they lock in these as well. Proper Realistic mics, they lock in, but they've got the proper plugs on them. But yeah, that's you know, that's for this one. But yeah, all these mics, these mics will work on the Realistic handhelds. I've got a Realistic handheld down here. I'm not going to sell it though, because it's got a problem. I've got a Realistic handheld here. This had the aerial missing. It's not the right aerial that's on it. But I got this from a friend. It's you know, it's an FM one, CB2781. But what it was when I got this, it didn't work. It had no transmit because somebody had been at the VCO. Could maybe 3D print one for, well, maybe, you know, there's a possibility of that. I can't because I don't possess a 3D printer. I did, but I got rid of it because I never used it. It was here for months and I never used it, so I sold it. But you know, yeah, you could probably 3D print one, Rob. You know, but you know, it's the mic does work. I mean, you know, it does work. It's I don't know what I think it was like that when I got it. Yeah, it would have been. I was thinking of trying to graft something onto it, but I thought, well, there's not really much point. I think I've got two of those 1007s. Yeah, the squelch on this one doesn't work. When you turn it, it has no effect. And the deviation, when you plug an ordinary mic in, the deviation's lovely, lovely outgoing audio. but through its internal condenser mic it sounds like shit. So I'm not sure if the mic's fucked or if there's a problem somewhere within the radio. That's why I'm not selling it, because I don't like to sell things that I can't guarantee, that I can't trust. If I don't think it's right, then if I don't think it's right, then I won't do it. I won't move it on. It has to be right. I mean, first and foremost, things have to be perfect. They really do, guys. And if it ain't right, then there's no point. 'Cause you only get a bad name doing that. I think one of mine has the same fault. Well, a lot of the fault when I first got it, it had no transmit, but somebody had played with the transmit VCO, I think. They'd played with one of the skeleton transformers. I think it was the red one, because I adjusted that with the mic key and the transmit automatically reappeared. So that was that. And but these radios, I was talking to Microchips Graham a couple of days ago, and he was saying that they've got little through-hole wires on them, and it's them that caused the problem, because this had no audio on it, and I thought it was the audio op amp. I thought it was the op amp that deals with the outgoing audio from the microphone, but it wasn't, because the voltages were there. So I was happy with the fact that the voltages were there, and Graham sent me the service schematic, so I could look at the circuit. And I just went round all the wires I could see. I just went round them with a soldering iron, and then when I tried it, it worked. So that's. But yeah, the capacitors in them are gonna are all starting to die and everything. I mean, they're like 40 odd years old, aren't they now? They're really getting on. So like that one you've just bought, I've done a load of capacitors in that. I did about 10 capacitors or something daft. I didn't do them all because they all don't need doing, but I did all the important ones, like the ones around the VCO, the ones around the audio stage, and any that are in the output transmission stage. I did those as well. I've not done any in this, but I might in this fella here. I've not done any in that, but I might. Just for peace of mind, I might change a few in that. But that hasn't gone yet, so we'll not worry about that. What I generally do is leave them up for a month. If they're still there after a month, I take them down. I've not had that account long, because I do hold another account, and I sold a load of stuff on there. And the reason why I set up another account, let's go back to you lot. The reason why I set up another eBay account was I listed my Harrier on my existing account, and it was up there for about 20 minutes, and eBay kicked it off. They pulled my listing, and apparently they're doing that with a lot of CB radios and stuff, because they're saying you can't sell CB radios that cover 26.1 megahertz to 28 megahertz. Well, all CB radio falls in the category of 27 megahertz, just about. I mean, the bottom end of low band, the bottom end of mid band is 26 something, and the top end is 27. So it's all 26 to 27 megahertz, 11 meters anyway. And they basically said, no, you can't sell CB radios that fall within this frequency range. So I had to keep appealing, and eventually they granted it. But by this time I'd set up another fucking account, thinking, I'll try and circumvent it by just setting up another account and relist the fuckers. But, well, I best we get to bed. I've got to be up early. Catch you on the next one. Yeah, you get yourself off to bed, Rob, and you take it easy, my friend, and thank you for your purchases. And I will get them packed up tomorrow. We've already washed the radio. We've already give that a polish up for you, and you've seen it working. And you know, yeah, you all take it easy, and thank you for your channel. Thank you for subscribing to the channel, Rob. Very nice to meet you. You know, it's very nice to meet you, and even bigger pleasure taking your money. No, very nice to meet you, my friend, and thank you for subscribing, and thank you most of all for your purchases for your business. Thank you very much, sir. And you know, yeah, if you need to know anything, you know where to find me now. I'll catch you later. Bye for now. Bye for now, Rob. Anyway, guys, I nearly said goodbye to everybody. Then I am going in a minute. But yes, it's how many people have we got in anyway? Let's have a look. Let's have a shufty. We've got 8 people in. That's not bad for this time of night. Yeah, you take it easy, Rob. And yeah, the Johnson Messenger. Yeah, I think Shango 066 featured one of them, but it was a solid state version he featured. But yeah, I know CB radio was. I know CB radio was first. It was invented in the very first walkie-talkies were invented during World War II, weren't they? Very first walkie-talkies, and CB radio was invented by the same guy who invented walkie-talkies. I can't remember his name, but yeah, there's 8 people in, isn't there? Yeah, cheers, Malcolm. But yeah, you know the guy who invented CB radio. You know, but CB radio, it started as 23. CB radio started in America in the 60s. I know the early radios were 23 channel, and then at the back of the 70s they realised that more channels were needed, so they expanded it to 40. Because I've got a 23 channel Midland AM SSB set, which I bought from a friend of mine that goes to Colborne, and I call Chris. He's on YouTube as well. All the gear, no idea. He's on YouTube, and he brought some radios to sell at YouTube at Colborne. I bought all his radios off him. I think that's where a couple of these. I've got this other one down here. I've seen another one earlier. I keep saying I've got this, or it's buried under that. I'll get it out tomorrow or next time I'm on. I think it's a Cobra 19X. I've got secreted down there. That's another little AM that works as well. That's another Uniden set. Let's see if I can just get to it. What have I got down here? I've got this thing here, which is a Palmer or Palmer 5-pin mic, but I've tried these realistic mics on these, and on this, and they don't work. My Harvard 420M, which I keep trying to fix, and without success. There's a problem with that, and I'm not sure where. But we'll get back onto that at some point. But I do need to replace C1, because I pinched C1 out of this for something else, for repair. So we need to replace C1 in that little Harvard. Here we are. There we go. A little Cobra. Let's put this little Cobra on the bench. There's that little Palmer. Peter Seamer Tea, the TV shop. So it's obviously been repaired in a TV shop. But I think that works. I'm not sure, but I think that works. I can't remember where it came from. But I bought a load of rubbish off the Mildred, didn't I? I bought a load of rigs off him. So it could be a rig I got from him, that. Because I bought a load of stuff from the Mildred. Right. And this, guys, we don't happen to have a Uniden mic on the bench, so we're not going to mess about. Oh, hang on, you can't see it. Let's go to the appropriate camera. Right, this is a little... I don't know whether it's got the right knobs on it. I know that one's not the right one, that's off of Fidelity. But I don't know about these two, but they're in keeping with it, so let's just plug it in. Put that fucking one-hander down there. Right, let's just plug it in and see. I'm pretty sure this does work. Pretty sure it does. It lights up and it's on channel 20. Let's put the test set on because I can tell it, I can trick it into doing it. I'll know if it's receiving. There we go. So let's press receive on here. 27.5, no it's not. Oh, hang on. There you go. Yes, it is. It's receiving. Yeah, it's receiving. It's just under an S9, so the signal meter needs to be adjusted. But we don't have a Uniden mic. So if I put it around transmit and I get the wires, I just short the transmit out. Put it back on receive. There's receive. This would help if I didn't have put it on transmit. When it's there, there we go. What's it doing? That's doing 5 watts. That shouldn't be doing 5 watts. 5 watts. 5 watts that's doing. Yeah, 5 watts. But all these mics I've got knocking around here, none of them are Uniden. I know that one ain't, that's Cybernet. Sure it is. Let's plug it in. Yeah. Yeah, give me a minute, guys. Give me a second. I'm just going to pop over to the lounge and I'm going to get the other, because there is a Uniden mic on the coffee table over there in the front room. Oh, bloody hell! I'm all stiff. Oh, right. Should be this one. There you go. Yeah, Uniden. This is for a Uniden home base I've got in. And I'm knocking the camera about with the chair because one of the wheels is broken. Chair. So unless I sit in it in exactly the right way, it doesn't like it. Right. See if this mic suits this radio. Yeah, it does. So let's turn. Yeah, that's on transmit. Put that back to there. 1, 2, 1, 2. So a bit of a good swing. Can I see if I can put this test setting to fucking AM? I mean, it will go into AM. It's press that. There is a way, I can't remember how you do it. Unit scroll. No. 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 I can't remember how you do it. Press clear. I've just changed the setting there. I don't know what it does. So TXFM, RXFM. Well, that's FM that, so we're getting the wrong modulation going in anyway, and I can't remember how you do these. Modulation frequency. No. I can't remember how you do it. Oh, there we are. You press AM, FM, or whatever, and that one there is AM. So now we're on TXAM. Now we should be on RX. There we go. There we're on RXAM now. Now if I connect this to the external speaker, which there should be one, yeah, there it is. Connect that to there. There we go. Now if I press that and then press there, you can hear the difference. That's FM. Hang on. Oh, that's cute. I'm not sure. That is, might be sideband, and that's AM. There you go. Now if I put it into transmit, right, so we want count. There we go. We're back on megahertz. Right. Well, that's right. Why is that doing that? Right, so it's channel 20. See how far off this is? 27204.7, but I don't think these are adjustable. I don't think you can adjust these. Let's have a look. So I'm wide awake now, guys. So let's just whip the mic out a minute, turn it off for a sec. And what we'll do, we'll see we'll put the, there we go, let's put this back. There we go. Right, let's whip the screws out. Let's whip the screws out, because we may as well. I'm not sure if you can adjust. I don't think you can adjust the frequency on these later ones. I think these are fixed, but we'll soon see. See. There you go. It's got a bit of a dent in it there now. Let's turn the soldering iron on in case we need that. There we go. Because in case we need to melt any of the wax that might be in the adjustment pots. There you go. Oh, that's got it. That was tight. There you go. Out of the way. Move these mics. We need to get to our test tools. Our adjusters. Right, so we've got plenty of room there with the speaker. That's okay. But I think I'll just press the channel thing in. Yeah, there's your 10240 crystal. But yeah, you can't adjust the frequency on these. Yeah, we'll do a few capacitors. Looks like somebody's already done some. The one near the modulation transformer there, that's been done. Phooey. Oh well. Let's get the doingses out. I just threw everything in here tonight. Let's get the doingses. Right. Right, we'll have a look at what we'll do first. We'll first look at the way the power is balanced. I need full screen for that. Right, no I don't. I can do it through here. Right, let's have a look. Let's plug the mic in, and we'll have a look how the power is balanced. So that's channel 20. Oh, hang on. Oh, I was on there. I was on transmit. So, oh, it's not turned on. Transmit. Let's turn that back to. There you go. So that's 20, 40, about the same, and channel 1's about the same. So let's go up to channel 420, and what we'll do, we'll bring the power down. There you go. 4 watts. See where it is? 4 there. 4 there. Right. Right. Let's go back to. Right, let's go to Have a look at the modulation. 1, 2. One, two. Let's just make sure that. There you go. Back to channel 20. One, two. One, two. Yeah, that's not bad. Right, so let's go through the receiver. See if we can improve the receiver. We might as well. Where's me? Right, let's have a look at the receiver. There you go. Got to be careful plugging the. Oops. There we go. Now, first of all, we'll do the detector. So we want the scope, and we have the scope hooked round the camera tripod. Convenient. Right, so we'll start with the old detector. And we'll connect to there. Turn that down a bit. There you go, get a bit of volume on the detector, on the scope. Now all we have to do is the detector should be, I'm going to say it's this one because that's the detector dial because it's germanium. Well, it's gone down a bit. Well, let's turn the volume up a bit more. There you go, that's down. That's about right. So let's take the oscilloscope off. Shove that back round there, out of the way. Oh, hang on, we need the external speaker. Oh no, we don't. That's the scope. To return. There you go. Let's turn. We are just looking for right. So let's get our small trimmer. That's the one to do our little. Now, there's not much to trim up in this. These are transmit. That's VCO. Yeah, I'm sure they're transmit. Oh, that must be receive. That's about right. That's about it. Just make sure we haven't disturbed the transmitter. Don't think we will have. Turn that volume down a minute. 4.1. Make sure none of these are for the transmitter. Don't think they were, because there's not much in this for the receive. That's receive, and that and all that one was. So to make sure I've not got the circuit on this. So we just, that's receive. So basically what we need to do then, if that's the case, and just bring the transmitter just back up slightly. 4.3, 4.2, 0.1 and 4.2 there. That's good enough for the transmitter. Let's get back to the receiver. Now, right, now put the mic down so I don't squeeze it while it's in receive. Turn this back up, there we go. We'll go through these again now. We're actually working pretty well. Yeah, that's definitely receive. Yeah, they're definitely receive. There you go. Now let's just check the IF. That's about it. And this is the one here. There you go. Turn that up. There's nothing else. Can we adjust we can adjust the power, not the actual power itself, but we'll put it back on transmit, and we can adjust the meter. That's going right across, and it should be just in the middle of the strawberry patch, as they say. So that's good. So now we'll go back to receive, and we'll turn the, we'll go back, oh we're 102 dB, minus 102 dB, sorry. And how far can we hear it? Down to 122, not bad. Turn that down. Right. Turn that to, I normally set it on minus 76 dB. And we're just slightly signal meter. And that's S9 dead on. There you go. Squelch. We're going to leave the squelch as is. And AMC, we're going to leave AMC where it is. RF gain, that's all the way up. Can we adjust that? That's down. That's all the way up. RF gain. You want as much gain as you can get, so we want that up. And the VCO, well, we're not messing with that, but somebody else has in the past. Oh, didn't see that one. Let's spot that IF there. That's it, it's all done. So that's the power done, the IF done. We don't touch this one at the back here, because that's your 50 megahertz trap. I think it's 50 megahertz, that's your 50 megahertz trap. Or was it 50 kilohertz trap, one of the two. You don't touch that. And we can't adjust the frequency because the radio they don't give you a potentiometer or a capacitor. But there is actually, if I get to turn it off a sec, if I get the soldering iron and just melt this wax from around there, I'm sure there's a place to put a capacitor in. Yeah, because they don't give you one to make the adjustment. So what you'd have to do if it went really badly out, I mean this is not badly out, let's go back to transmit. This is not too far out. Let's turn that volume down. Hang on, let's turn it back on. 27.204 27.204.73. Yeah, it's not bad that, guys. That's well within range. That's well within range, so I wouldn't even mess with that. I wouldn't even bother trying to do anything with that because it's way in range. Right. So this, this is another, we'll keep that mic for Uniden, because the home base it belongs to is never ever going to get used, and it's never ever going to get sold because it's shit. Right, so let's unplug, let's turn the test set off, we're done with it now. So unplug all this and then we'll come back to you guys at the chat and we'll put the screws back in this. I think I've serviced this a few years ago, I can't remember. I got this. This is one of the ones I got from All the Gear No Idea, Chris. This is one that came from him. Oops. And he'd already been through them and he knows what he's doing. So he'd already been through them before I went through them. Then I went through them after he went through them, and I've just been through this one again. I did have a Midland 3001 that came from him. Or did it? Oh no, that one that came from, no, that one that was in the box, that came from George Christophe. That one that was in the box, I sold that to our friend Jason. Jason Woods, he bought that. There we go, you see. Plenty of there you go, put the last screw in. Yeah, this is not a bad little radio. I mean, I can remember back in the day these were everywhere. These little Cobras, little 40 channel volume and squelch jobs. I mean, you didn't really need anything else. You know, you got one of these, a bit of an aerial, and you were away. I'll turn the soldering iron off. No, but I will. There we go. Right. Right, so hello Itchy, you gotta go, sorry mate. Hello, I like you, thank you. Welcome to the channel, Itchy. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Everybody's welcome, you know that, guys. As long as you're civil and not abusive. As soon as you get uncivil and abusive, that's when you get sort of, yes, you know the drill. Right, so we've got this. Is that on the chrome, or is that actually in the chrome now? Will it come off? 'Cause I don't know. No, it will come off. It's some sort of adhesive. Let's get the IPA. That's under here somewhere. There it is. It's some sort of adhesive that's on there. I thought the chrome was pitted, and it's not. I need to order another bottle of this. So what we'll do, yeah, look at that. Yeah, that little bit there. Oop. That probably won't come off, but look at that. Well, I think it will. That'll do. There you go. Yeah. It was just that little bit that was stuck on there and it made it look like shit. Yeah, I might offer this for sale. I need to wire a mic up for it first. I don't like selling them without mics. I mean, you can sell them without a mic and get a bit less, but I'd rather sell it with a mic. There we go, guys. There's the little Cobra 19. Oh, it's not a 19X, it's a 19 GTL. It's a little 19 GTL. Yeah. I mean, that knob's not the right one, but that being said, it's a bit bent. I'm not sure if it's the knob or the shaft, but yeah, you can't go wrong with that, can you guys? These were all over the place at one time over here, little Cobras, because they weren't that expensive to getting into CB. I mean, back in the early days of CB over in the UK, you had to know somebody to get hold of one. And if you were a knobhead, people fucking saw to it you didn't get hold of one. You know, if you went on abusing and stuff. You know, if you were sort of like an idiot. You know, people see to it you didn't fucking get hold of one or tried to. The Alien Outlaw, hello. Hello, the Alien Outlaw, passing by, leaving a like. Thank you very much, sir. That's very kind of you. Right. And on that note, guys, I'm going to go and say goodnight to you all. Thank you very much for coming in. Yeah, we've had a bit of a chat. We had a look at a couple of rigs. We've met Rob, who made an eBay purchase from me. And sounds like a nice fella. We'll get his rig and his mics packed up tomorrow, get them out to him, and you know, yeah, jobs are good and all sorted. You all take it easy, guys. Like, share, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you very much. Bye for now. Did I say like, share, subscribe, buy me a coffee? I can't remember, because I just caught that comment there. eBay is very broken today. Very much so. They don't know where the bare shit's in the foot week. You all take it easy, guys, and thank you very much. And Julie, if you're watching, the lovely Jules, I've not seen you for a while, not seen you pop in for a bit. You pop in and show your face and let me know that you're okay. You take it easy, honey, and the rest of you. I'll catch you later, guys. Bye for now.
We'll fix your signal strong throughout. Breaker 19. Can you hear this line? Give me a 1020 sign. Let's make this connection fine. Channel 40, where we meet. Static clear and sound so sweet. Vintage waves can't be beat. Radio love feels complete. Adjust your dial, don't make us wait. Through crackling noise we communicate. Whiskey, Tango, Foxtrot straight. Copy that, we're doing great. Breaker 19. Can you hear this line? Give me a 1020 sign. Let's make this connection fine. Channel 40. feels complete. Breaker 19 for copy. Breaker 19 for copy. Your breaker, you got a copy. Let's 1027 to channel 40. What's your 1020? Yeah, just watching the Vintage Radio Shack. Channel 40, where we meet. Static clear and sound so sweet. Vintage waves can't be beat. Radio love feels complete.